Mr. Frank Vericali of Amesbury Sports Club, my name is Andrew Nascimento, and I have for you a 4 to 5 minute presentation that includes 2 recommendations on who you should focus your volunteer recruitment for future games and events at your club. At Amesbury, you are a hockey-oriented club that provides hockey leagues and beginner programs for all ages. I just so happen to have been a part of those leagues and beginner programs when I was a little boy, so making sure your league is ran as well as it was when I played a while ago is important to me. The location of your facility, Frank, is placed in a demographic that houses many retired seniors who may have a lot of time on their hands, which opens your club up to some experienced and capable volunteers. The General Social Survey, or GSS, provided me with data that helped me to create these recommendations. This GSS was taken in 2013 by just under 300 people across Canada, but excluding the territories. This set of data includes 19 different variables that were taken from the results of the survey. The 4 main variables that I will focus on will be age group, gender, volunteer hours per month, and the amount of people that said yes or no to volunteering in the past 12 months. My first recommendation, Frank, is to focus on recruiting both female and male volunteers. This will provide diversity to the leaders and helpers of the programs and leagues. This diversity also provides a different perspective to how everything is run. For example, a female client will adhere a lot more appropriately to a female volunteer. According to the graph I will show in the next slide, there is the same amount of volunteering interest between males and as well females. So as you can see in this graph, 51 males and 51 females had volunteered in the past 12 months. This shows that there is the same amount of interest for both genders, and therefore advertising to both would be beneficial to attracting volunteers. On the x-axis here, the 1 indicates the amount of people that said yes, and the 2 indicates the amount of people that said no. Although there are a lot of people that said no to volunteering in the past 12 months, you can see that the interest is still there, as 102 people have volunteered out of the 300 or just under 300 people that took this survey. Now, Frank, my second recommendation is advertising to seniors or people aged 65 to 74. The reason being is that since the majority are retired, they will have more time on their hands and will be willing to help with the ticket sales, for example, at hockey games at your arena. So in this graph, you can see that a lot of seniors will spend over 15 hours a month and volunteering. That's what the 1 stands for. The 2 stands for the amount of volunteers that spend 5 to 15 hours per month. As you can see, a lot of senior males fit into that interval. And 3 is 1 to 4 people that have volunteered. 4 is less than 1 hour, and 5 is 0, as well as 6 stands for the amount of seniors that did not answer this question on the survey. So this has nothing really to do with how many volunteer hours per month seniors are willing to lend. So as you can see, seniors do have a lot of free time, so they will spend quite an amount of time volunteering and will be willing to volunteer at your sports club. So in summary, Frank, my 2 recommendations will help attract volunteers as long as you use age, gender, and volunteer hours per month to focus your recruiting. You are going to want to market both males and females in order to provide a diversity for your clients and for your volunteers alike. And as well, your seniors aged 65 to 74, because they will be mature, they will be experienced, and they will be willing to lend a lot of their time, considering they won't really be doing much with their days, except for being willing to volunteer. So I'd like to thank you for your time, and hope to talk soon, Frank. Take care.